Hello. Hello, LinkedIn, Twitter, and other social media platform friends and community out there. Just thought I'd spend a couple minutes with something on my mind. There was an announcement recently between a good friend of the Institute of Higher Education, 3E, and myself, and a higher education friend of ours as well that I thought really highlighted what's going on in modern education today. And it creates both an amazing opportunity for us that I wanted to share. So, LinkedIn Learning, let's talk about LinkedIn Learning today. LinkedIn Learning is both a serious and noteworthy competitor to a college degree. It's also an opportunity. And we'll take a quick look at one of those opportunity examples here. So let's move right along. So LinkedIn Learning, it is a competitor. You may not have thought of it that way, but I've been doing some homework, and it is. I'm just gonna take a minute. I'll share a couple thoughts and a couple key stats on LinkedIn Learning, but this is a real educational platform. However, it's also something you can turn into an advantage, and then I'll show you one institution that has done just that. LinkedIn Learning, if you actually read its description, it actually mentions directly in its description an alternative. In fact, it says a cost-effective alternative to a college degree. So, from LinkedIn Learning's perspective, higher education is a direct competitor, and it's $19.99 a month if you choose an annual subscription. And by the way, tremendous faculty and courses. Yeah, you might not have thought of a LinkedIn Learning person as a faculty member, but it's absolutely what they are. They're modern faculty, and many of them are excellent. So this is a perfect example of what modern education looks like. And then you also, believe it or not, get a credential. For many thousands upon thousands of courses, you get a LinkedIn credential, and you get to use the LinkedIn logo and brand on your professional resume. So today's resume is LinkedIn. That's the resume. And on that resume, you could see a college 4-year degree credential, a little box like this, and a LinkedIn Learning credential, same size, right next to it. So that's setting the tone in the market that we may know that these are radically different educational paths, but it is a serious platform providing credible credentials to advance one's career. When you go to LinkedIn Learning, look, it's presented extremely well. It's highly professional. The courses there are highly technology savvy or tech oriented. There's business, everything under the sun on business, everything under the sun from an IT perspective. Again, credible credentials, 27 million users, 78 of the Fortune 100 companies are engaged in leveraging LinkedIn Learning with their employees. So, world-class platform, tremendous access, global reach, credible credentials. This is a serious alternative to advancing your education and your career, to higher education. However, this amazing platform with modern faculty can actually be brought into your institution, and you could turn it into an advantage. You could bring it right into your classroom, bring it right into your career services, bring it right into your academic advising. In fact, use the credentialing system to go along with the incredible 4-year or 6-year degrees that we are providing within our institutions. So a student who graduates college also has a credential from LinkedIn Learning. It could be related to various modern platforms and tools. Their LinkedIn Learning courses on Adobe, on Amazon Web Services, on all kinds of design tools, Microsoft certifications. Like, these are all things happening on LinkedIn Learning. You could bring it right into your classroom and turn that platform into an advantage for your students. So, hey, we had this idea, by the way. This is something we've talked about at the Institute for Higher Education, where we often talk about breakout ideas like this. And we're glad to see 2 people and 2 organizations involved with the Institute do just that. So recently, Soulcast Media, Jessica Chen, one of the largest LinkedIn learning modern faculty, influencers, and let's say professors on the platform, who is a friend of 3E, a friend of the Institute of Higher Education. She speaks at the Institute of Higher Education and has the past 2 years and will again on year 3. We've connected through the Institute, Jessica, with the University of St. Thomas in Houston. And as we've been saying, this is an opportunity for institutions to work with people like Jessica and her company and take advantage of the skills of these modern professors. So Jessica is well known now on LinkedIn and in various other formats and industries. She's an expert communicator. She's got an Emmy Award. She was a television journalist. She started her own business now in the neighborhood of several years ago. And she has a thriving business, but what's great is she's a great person. She's highly skilled. She's a tremendous communicator. She's a tremendous teacher. So now we have one of the top LinkedIn Learning modern faculty professors engaged directly with the University of St. Thomas students in the classroom. To me, this is tremendous news. We're thrilled and excited about it. And this is an example of thinking more broadly about turning these opportunities, these other alternative and credible education sources into advantages for yourself as an institution of higher learning. So it's exciting. I'm excited to just reinforce the news that they put out. If you're interested in the Institute for Higher Education, it's June 4th through the 8th. It's down in Florida. It's year 3. Jessica will be there. I'm sure one of the leaders from the University of St. Thomas, Houston, will be there. Those are the kinds of things we talk about at the Institute. It's all about advancing modern and different ideas on how we can advance enrollment, retention, education, and eventually advancement from there. So join us June 4th through the 8th. I was just excited to share this news and get the thought out there that LinkedIn Learning in particular, does not need to just be a competitor. It can become an advantage for you, your institution, and your students. So with that, have a great day, and I'll talk to you again soon.